Hello everyone. We were discussing about different kingdom of classification. One more thing that is in this lesson is the life cycle of angiospermic plant. You know about the angiosperms. These are the plants, flowering plants you can say. They produce flower and the seeds are enclosed in the fruit. So these are the characteristics of these plants and they are having a definite life cycle. All the plants or living organisms are having a definite life cycle. In the life cycle of the living organism, the diploid phase in which the chromosomes number is 2n in the multiple of 2, that is known as diploid phase. This diploid phase in the plant is known as sporophyte, sporophytic phase, and the haploid phase in which the number of chromosomes is half, because half number of chromosomes or haploid number are present in the gametes only. That's why this phase of the life cycle is known as gametophytic or gametophyte. So in all the plants, the sporophyte or gametophyte are present in the life cycle alternately. This coming of the sporophyte and the gametophyte one after another is called alternation of generation. So all the plants show alternation of generation. In case of angiosperms, the main plant is sporophyte, having 2n number of chromosomes, diploid chromosomes. These plants are flower producing plant. Flower is the reproductive organ in which the male reproductive organs are known as androecium and female are known as gynoecium. The rest of the floral parts like calyx, corolla, these are the petals, sepals, these are the non-essential organs. They are helping accessory organs, reproductive organs, but these are the main reproductive organs. Androecium is the group of stamen and gynoecium is the group of carpels. Carpel is the female reproductive organ and stamen is the male reproductive organ of the flower. Stamen are having anthers and filament. In the anther, 4 microsporangia are present. These microsporangia are having a special type of cells. These cells are known as microspore mother cells. These cells divide by meiotic division, reductional division, and give rise to microspore, that is pollen grain in the case of flowering plant. In the same way, the gynoecium is having carpels. The female reproductive organ is carpel, that is having ovule. Inside the ovule, nucleus is present. Entire structure is present. This nucleus is having megaspore mother cell. This megaspore mother cell again divide by reductional division, meiotic division. The number of chromosomes become half and produce haploid megaspore, gamete. This megaspore is formed forming embryo sac. Embryo sac is 7-celled and 8-nucleate structure. It is having oosphere, means ovum, as well as secondary nucleus is also present, that is diploid. In the case of angiospermic plant, fertilization is double fertilization. One of the male gamete fuses with this oosphere and give rise to zygote. This zygote will give rise to embryo. It will divide mitotically and give rise to embryo. Embryo are present inside the seed and they give rise to new plant. Along with the zygote, one more male nuclei fuses with the secondary nucleus that is already diploid. 2n was the secondary nucleus and it fuses with one male nucleus that is having 3n, triploid condition, and it gives rise to endosperm. The newly cell form is called endosperm. It is triploid. That's why this fusion is also called triple fusion. Double fertilization and triple fusion. And this endosperm provides the nourishment to the developing embryo. This divide and give rise to the developing nourishment to the developing embryo. So this is the life cycle of angiospermic plant. Now all the angiosperms roots are divided into two main classes, dicotyledony and monocotyledony. Dicot, as the name suggests, two. Di means two. Cotyledon are the reserve food, leaf-like structure that are having reserve food for the developing plant. So if it is only one in number, then they are known as monocotyledon, and two in number, they are known as dicotyledon. There are certain contrast features that are identifying features of dicot and monocot also. Like, we will start with root. The root system of dicot is taproot. One main root is present. From the main root, many small branches arises. That is known as taproot system. Adventitious roots are fibrous root. They, from the base of the stem, many hair-like roots arise. They are not having main root or other structure. Many fibrous roots arise. That is known as adventitious root. So they are having taproot as well as adventitious root, while monocot are having only adventitious root in them. Stems, you can identify with the help of stem also. In the case of dicot stem, the vascular bundle are present. If you see the section view, you will find out the vascular bundle arranged in the form of ring. And in the center portion of the center tissue that is present in between this ring is known as pith. So central pith and circular form of vascular bundle are the characteristic feature of dicot stem. That's why this condition is known as dictyostele. While in monocot, these vascular bundle is scattered in the tissues. Inside the ground tissue, they are scattered. That condition is known as atectostele. Next is the difference of the leaf. Not leaf, it is, you can say, venation. Means arrangement of vein inside the leaf. The dicot are having reticulate venation, highly branched, making a network. This type of venation is present in the case of dicot plant, while in monocot the venation is parallel. All the veins are parallel to each other. That type of parallel venation is present in the monocot. Cotyledon, I told you, two cotyledons are present in dicot, one is present in monocot. Floral part, all the floral part, petals, sepals, petals, carpels, stamen, all are present in 5, either 5 or in the multiple of 5. That condition is known as pentamerous. 5 or multiple of 5. Or sometimes it may be very rare, it is tetramerous also, means 4 or in the multiple of 4. While in the case of monocot, the flower are trimerous, 3 or the multiple of 3. They are never pentamerous. And the examples of dicotyledons are sunflower, hibiscus. These are the dicotyledon plant. While maize, grass, onion, these are the example of monocots. This is all about this lesson. All the questions that of NCERT you will do in your notebook. Along with that, few extra questions I am also giving that you will also do in your notebook.